welcome back to the channel. I know I've been putting this off for a while, well, it's been a while since I actually recorded something. The previous 3 episodes on the series have been recorded a while ago, and lots of things have happened in the past few months. Got a number 2 that came out, and plenty of fun times in life. But today we're going to talk about an update on the S197 face swap. I'll kind of show you what it looks like since episode 3 was filmed on this series, and I'm going to talk to you all about every single part that I ended up replacing in the whole swap and everything else, because I know some folks might be interested in what's involved in making this change. So without any, or whatever the fuck it's called, there you go. If we look around in there, behind this giant mess of garbage, we have face swap. So let's take a closer look at it and then go through what is actually involved in making the change. What do you think? Alright, so there you go. You can see the face of the car. There you go. You can see the face of the car a little better. We got the bumper fully wrapped, the grill completed, the headlights and everything. I still have somewhat of a lip over here, or gap over here on the hood that we can see. The other side is looking pretty close, or actually too close, if you ask me about it. So let's kind of talk about that for a second. Alright, so the hood, I still got some work to do on it. As you can see, there's the gap that's a little funky. The problem is that the hood kind of sits just a little crooked on the car. So the right corner sits a little too forward, and the left corner sits a little too backwards on the car, which causes the gaps a little weird. I need to adjust the whole hood. I haven't had the time because I need a friend to come and help me out, and it's been crazy in life. But that will be done at some point. As I said, we got the hood fully wrapped, bumper fully wrapped. I've redone the fenders and the doors. I've done the actual wrap by myself. I didn't go to my friend as I did in the past because he's busy, he's really far away, and I wanted to see what the experience is like of wrapping everything. And I do have an appreciation for you guys that actually end up do car wraps, because it's quite difficult in some instances. The hood came out okay. I got a few specks of dust under the vinyl, but it came out okay. I actually did it all by myself with no one in the garage to help me at like 2 a.m. in the morning. So it came out pretty decent. The fenders came out really good. The doors came out really good, except the door pull where the keyhole is. I gotta redo that because whatever. The bumper, it's okay. It's not my best job. This bumper is quite complex, so there's a lot of transitions, and those I ended up not doing perfectly. It's good for now. When you look at the car from like 10 feet away, no one's gonna notice that shit, and I think it looks pretty fucking good. Anyways, let's show you a little quick tour around of everything else. Let's show you, yeah. So you can see, the bumper sits actually pretty good. As I said, the lip on the hood is a little off. The fender doesn't look too bad. Let's see in here. It sits pretty well. As I said, this is the fender. It doesn't look too bad. It's got just a little waviness over here that I went a little heavy on the filler, so I have to redo that at some point. And then I have to redo, as I said earlier, the keyhole in here is it's peeling off, but it's not bad. The other side, it looks just the same. Smooth and whatnot. Okay, so now let's talk about what's involved in making this change. As I said in the previous videos, the fenders, you gotta do some chopping and some welding and some other stuff. That's probably the most complex piece of the whole swap. The hood is literally plug and play. You do need a new striker, as I said in the previous video. The other parts, which are the bumper holder frames and all the other stuff, that's, you can literally get it from a 10 to 14. It's plug and play. The headlights, if you're getting any headlights from a 10 to 12, they're literally plug and play. You don't have to do any modifications on the wiring. It's the exact same plugs and everything. The plugs on the blinkers on the bottom side, once again, plug and play. You don't have to touch anything. The fog lights, you have to get a little wiring, a plug adjust adapter, but that's not really anything major. All right, you can easily do that without much change by just getting a little small plug adapter. So the fogs are super easy. What else do we do? We needed a grill, of course, and a grill insert because that's part of the bumper. What else do we need? You need the fender holder frame. The bumper holder frame. That bumper holder frame sits on the very front side of the car, and it holds the bumper. As you know, the 1014s have a much longer front, so that plastic frame holds the bumper, is where the bumper bolts to the car itself. For that, as you saw in the previous video, I ended up not modifying not replacing the core support. You can just drill a couple holes, put some thread inserts, and you're good to go. You just gotta kind of find out exactly where the middle point is of the car, and just kind of just eyeball it and measure it. You gotta cut the core support so you can fill the headlights. And then the other thing that I did not expect that I ended up having to do is around the back of the bumper, the back of the hood. You have the plastic cowl that sits under the hood where the wiper motors are and everything. That is different on an 10 to 14 versus an 0509. So you need to get one of those as well, because the hood otherwise just gets pushed too far out and it's just gonna look like shit. So if we were to kind of do a full tally of all the parts that I ended up buying, one cowl for each side, left and right, hood, fenders. You can actually reuse your fender inserts or the fender liners. Those are just fine. So hood, fenders, bumper, headlights, side markers, grill and the grill frame, fog lights if you need to, and then you also need a lip, bumper lip, and then the plastic insert below the bumper lip, or the splash shield. Splash shield, you can hook it up in a couple of places. It won't bolt in all of them, but it's good enough for this application. I also have a K member on my car, a tubular K, and that might actually make a difference why I only had a few bolts to bolt it in. But yeah, that's about it on the swap. It came out okay. There's a couple of things I would probably do different on the fenders, because as I said, I went a little heavy on the filler, which I'm probably going to redo at some point. I don't know, I might attempt to teach myself how to weld and do another set of fenders on my own. We'll see about that in the future. But yeah, more projects coming in. The next episode is on something extremely or possibly controversial, because some people might like the mod and some might not. But hey, if you don't like it, it's my car and it sucks for you, because I don't care. Anyways, thanks for watching this update, and I will see you on the next episode or next video. And if you like what I'm doing, subscribe and thumbs up. If not, thumbs down, and I won't hate you for it. See you on the next one.